waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Hi to everybody back home.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Robinson, 5'11" tall, weighed in at 140. Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter. The Destroyer, Conor Benn, one of the most exciting and electrifying fighters in the world today.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
I'm so giddy, so excited. The anticipation is second to none. Let's get it on.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and we're hoping for an all-action slugfest. He blocks the right uppercut. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Punch, counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it off. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
There's the bell to start the round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Misses with that uppercut. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This has been a very competitive round between these two. It's all offense all the time.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them. More than happy.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
You're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Jab does not score. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. How about what a massive upset this goes Benn!
One, two, three,
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do. So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again. That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. He's been knocked down. And there's the bell to start the round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff.
Both men step back for just a moment. Hey, those punches add up. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
kick was off target. Throws the jab, but does not score. That jab doesn't score. The corner's got to take a good look at their... Talk about Robinson in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knock... They ring the bell, and here we go. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
A couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama, because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. There's a counter shot. Continues to touch him up. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Because they're so big, because they can punch, because they've got the weight behind them, they may not be connecting, but trust me, when they connect, that's when this fight sets on fire, because someone's going to get hurt and someone's got to react.
Missing with the hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice stop, but that won't score. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter, who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want, because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tear. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated, because they can't work.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Perfect counter lands. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but there's the bell to start the round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This fight has a real good flow to it. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Right uppercut just off target. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Oh my goodness, that little Yorkshire Terriers, they're never going to give up.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Just missing with the uppercut. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
I've seen it so many times. One punch changes everything. I've seen guys winning hands down. They decide to showboat and show off them. Blam! It's over. So they've got to stay sharp. One punch changes everything.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. No rest for the weary.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And wait a minute, a left hand lands. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Well done with that counter shot. Back and forth they go. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Robinson in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity. They ring the bell, and here we go. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Missed him with that uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
You'd like to see more jabs. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker.
And there's the bell to start the round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Nice stop, but that won't score. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
This is why I love the little guys. This is exactly why I love them. Look at them, toe-to-toe, heart for heart. You know, mano a mano, they're letting the shots go.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. The jab doesn't quite connect. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
We remember, with the lighter weights, you're expecting at least 300 shots around. They can let these shots go. They can move. They're fast. They're sharp. It's a hard night's work for the referee.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Caught him. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Both men step back for just a moment. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
These are not...
They ring the bell, and here we go. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Good one. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Missed him with that uppercut. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable at middleweight.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. You don't see it very often, but here it is. This fight ends in a draw.
What a fight, what a battle. I'm exhausted watching it myself. And you know what? I'm happy it's a draw because nobody deserves to lose and nobody deserves to win. These guys put it on the line.